division of Playfly Sports. Talkin' Terps with Coach Locksley is presented by Thompson Creek Window Company, a proud partner of the Maryland Terrapins. Thompson Creek designs, builds, and installs replacement windows from their local Maryland factory. You get high-quality windows at an affordable price without the middleman markup. Talkin' Terps is also brought to you by these network broadcast partners. CQ, the official banking partner of the Maryland Terrapins. University of Maryland Medical System. For better treatments, better outcomes, that's a better state of care. Learn more at umms.org/better. Toyota. It's time to go Toyota with legendary safety and reliability. Toyota. Let's go places. From Grill Marks in College Park, here's Coach Mike Locksley and the voice of the Maryland Terrapins, Johnny Holliday.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Grill Marks in College Park. Happy to have you with us tonight for our recruiting special for 2026, early signing period for the Maryland Terrapins. I'm Johnny Holliday, along with head football coach Mike Locksley from the University of Maryland. All brought to you by Thompson Creek. And Grill Marks has been an absolutely fantastic place to do the show, Coach, for all these years we've been here. Nothing finer than the service we get. The food is off the charts. And it's been a pleasure. The last show of the year is tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And Doug has done a tremendous job, the executive chef here for Grill Marks. And
he's good.
They have one up in Olney, I think. They just opened one up in Falls Church. And then they've got the one in Columbia as well. So a well-oiled machine and has been a great host for this show the last couple of years.
Oh, today, the Terrapins had 11 guys named for all Big Ten honors on defense and special teams. Tomorrow, the offense will be announced, but the 11 guys include first team, all Big Ten, Sean O'Hare. How about that?
Yeah.
Jalen Husky and punter Bryce McPherson.
And they were second team, right? Those two were second team. Sean was first team. And if you look at, again, our punter and our kicker were weapons for us this year. We, even though Sean, and again, there's nobody that felt worse than the missed field goal there against Michigan State. But if you recall, I told you that was probably the best pickup we got out of the portal a year ago, very similar to Chad Ryland that we took a few years back.
Yeah.
And to know that we have him for 2 more seasons. Bryce McPherson, we got him out of the portal 2 years ago from Notre Dame. And to know that we have that area of our team covered. Now we've got to get that kickoff thing straight. The kickoffs this year weren't up to par. Sean's more of a field goal guy, not the kickoff guy. But then to see the defensive guys, 11 defensive players that are either first, second, or honorable mention, it goes to show you that, and a bunch of them are young players, and I think they all are returning other than maybe Cam Rice. It shows that we've got a pretty solid foundation on that side. I think we'll get a few guys, some on the offensive side when it's released tomorrow. But it goes to show you the strength of our team this year was our
there's a lot of good kickers in the Big Ten this year for O'Hare to beat these guys. The Michigan State guy, he's a punter though. But
yeah, there's a lot of great specialists in this league, and I when we went out and once Sean hit the portal and we were able to get him, I knew based on what he did throughout spring and summer that he'd be the kind of kid that would become a weapon for us. And you need a guy like that, and to know we have him for a few more years. Gives me a lot of confidence. We definitely have to go out and find a guy that can kick it through the end zone. I'd rather not have to deal with covering kicks. And that's, that puts extra stress on your field goal guy, which is why most people have a kickoff guy and they have a field goal kicker.
And not a lot of people realize that Sean O'Hare he's only missed 3 field goals in his 2 years of kicking in college. Missed none last year at Richmond. Yeah. And unfortunately missed the one against Michigan. And I would have bet the house on that field goal that he was going to make that thing.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. When I saw the thing get pushed to the left, all I could do was smile because this has been that kind of year where the talented players we have we just haven't been able to make the plays when we need them. And that's part of growing up. That's part coaching. That's part production and players making plays. And so it's enough blame for all of us on the lack of production that we had in critical situations. But I also know that behind those things are some tremendous lessons that will make us a better team this year as the 26th season has started for us.
And congratulations also, honorable mention, all Big Ten selections. The defense include defensive back Jamari Glasker, a defensive back Dante Joyner, defensive linemen Zahir Mathis, the freshman, Cam Rice, defensive lineman, defensive back Lakai Rowland, defensive lineman Sidney Stewart, also a freshman, and Daniel Wingate.
Yeah, all those guys have the potential to return, except Cam Rice and Ethan Goff, who also made it. Our long snapper was an honorable mention.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All Big Ten guys. So if you look at the specialists in terms of our long snapper, kicker, punter, all being honored, tremendous job there by those guys. Other than our kickoff unit, which not being able to get the ball kicked with enough depth to the locations really hurt us. It hurt us in the Michigan State game with the kickoff return that they had. And all year long, the drive starts weren't where we want them to be. But it isn't because of the kicker like a Sean O'Hare or our punter, Bryce McPherson, who really did a tremendous job of creating field position advantages or vertical field position with the way they place the balls.
Coach, the season certainly didn't end the way anybody wanted it to. You, the coaching staff, everybody. That's over now. You can't do a thing about that. All you can do is turn the page, get ready for next year. Everybody, you know exactly what has to be done, what has to be improved upon, and different holes you have to fill to get back where you want this team to be.
Yeah, and as I always say, we'll be defined in the present. We'll be defined by what we do moving forward. There is nothing I can do about last year other than quality control it, do a great job of studying where things went wrong, make the tough, necessary decisions that we have to make on whether it's scheme, whether it's personnel, whether it's staff. All these things are up for us to be evaluated because the last 2 years have not met expectation for anybody involved with Maryland football.
There's a lot of Division I football teams in the country. Your recruiting class this year is ranked number 26, and that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good.
It's not bad, but most people have come to know that we'll recruit that way. But you know what? It's great to be able to get these type of players, and I can tell you, we've had a lot of players come through here, and to have a top 26 class when there's only 16 signees. A year ago, we signed, I think, 27 high school guys or 28. This year, we went 16 because of the depth that now has been created because those freshmen from a year ago are now sophomores, and we played quite a bit of them. True freshmen like C.J. Smith led all freshman tacklers in the Big Ten. And when you look around and you see some of these young players that have really Zaire Mathis and Sidney Stewart, and you look across the board, Messiah Delhomme, a lot of really talented young players that we didn't have to necessarily go out this year to get high school players because of some of the resources that have been provided. And we can now build our depth without having to play young guys. And so the portal will be really important to us to balance off the middle 60 of our team. And, we've got a great nucleus with these 16 freshmen we signed, and 11 of them will be on campus in January, which is a plus for us.
You've averaged about 23 signees every year since back in 2019. You got one 5-star, the best defensive end in the country. We'll talk to him coming up in a few minutes. 4-star signees, Caden Carter and John Moore and DJ DeMarcus Fate-Witch, also White.
Yeah.
And some of these guys will be with us tonight. We'll talk with them about coming to Maryland, what they expect from us, what we expect from them.
Yeah, the introduction of our new Terps, and a lot of them are really nervous, Johnny, because this is their first intro to Terpsville and Maryland football. But I'm excited that these guys are here at Grill Marks. They're very tight-knit signing class. They all have known each other a long time. We've had a bunch of them committed for a while. It's great to introduce them here on our show, Talking Terps, with our newest Terps. So excited about this opportunity for these guys.
And we'll start off when we come back. We'll visit with a couple of guys that played up there in Baltimore at St. Francis Academy, the number 1 defensive end in the country, the 5-star Zion Ely will be with us, and Hakeem Satterwhite as well. We'll talk to them when we come back to Grill Marks in College Park on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
From quote to cleanup, we move fast. Call Thompson Creek and get new windows in 2 weeks, roofing in 3 days, siding in 1 week, and gutters in just 48 hours. We cut out the middleman to give you better prices and faster service, because your home improvement project shouldn't take months. Skip the wait. Call now and get a free quote. And now, for a limited time, it's our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on everything. There's never been a better time to buy.
All right, Terps, this year, I want to see every Maryland student, alumni, and fan roll up their sleeves and give blood. Go to big10.org/Abbott, and let's show the Big Ten what it means to fear the turtle.
Your comfort means more than just a warm home this season. With a $49 36-point heating inspection, our experts make sure your system is safe, efficient, and ready for the cold. And because giving back is part of who we are, every inspection supports Toys for Tots, with FH Fur donating the proceeds up to $10,000. Comfort for you, joy for them. That's FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
There are a lot of myths out there about how the Maryland lottery works. Playing the lottery responsibly means knowing what's true and what's not. The facts are, all games have similar odds. You should never try to recover losses by taking more risks. And you shouldn't play the lottery when you're feeling stressed. But the biggest fact is, you should always play responsibly. Learn more facts and myths at mdlottery.com, and please play responsibly.
Shot clock. The fade away from the left wing. It's good. Nice. How about that?
And one opportunity. Right on cue. It's Pharrell Payne.
Fire the 3-ball, and he got it. Iggy's got his second 3-pointer of the night.
Join Maryland Terrapins men's basketball at Xfinity Center as the Terrapins host the Michigan Wolverines Saturday, December 13th at 8 p.m. Get your ticket for this Big Ten matchup by visiting umterps.com/MBB tickets.
Come to Rosecroft Raceway for live racing Mondays and Thursdays from now until the 18th of December. Post time is 7:15 p.m. Open every day for simulcast, live boxing and banquet space. Visit us anytime at rosecroft.com.
Hey, where's the beer guy? Bud Light here? You get a Bud Light? Bud Light?
I'm here, Bud Light.
Bud Light here?
Bud Light here.
Bud Light here.
Bud Light where?
Bud Light here.
Oh, Bud Light there.
I missed that because of you.
You did not miss that play because of me.
Have to stop talking this way.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of fun.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
What'd I miss?
I have no idea.
In Ocean City, Maryland, having fun is kind of our thing. I mean, look at these two. They're all about having fun. That's fun. This is fun. Whoa. Too much fun? Nah, no such thing. Because here, even leg day is fun. So head to the coast and, well, just coast. Pump up the volume, or just pump up the pool floaty. From the boardwalk to the bay, come discover somewhere to smile about.
You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
The back of the shotgun. Gets the shotgun snap. Sets up at the 25-yard line. Throws to the near side. It's complete. Farouk's got the first down and more, and dragged down at about the 48-yard line.
Now back to Talking Terps with Johnny Holliday and Coach Mike Locksley.
And our recruiting special continues tonight from Grill Marks in College Park. Great to have you with us all around the state of Maryland. Our first two guests tonight, a couple of guys that are going to make their mark here at the University of Maryland, Coach. Zion Ely from up there in Baltimore went to St. Francis Academy. Hakeem Satterwhite also at St. Francis, played for Coach Al Marion up there, and just left a tremendous legacy at that school.
Yeah, these two guys are two of the guys that we've recruited here the last 2-3 years. They've spent numerous hours on campus, really familiar with how we do things. And, you know, to get a guy like Zion who supplanted one of my favorite guys, Stephon Diggs, is the highest rated recruit in the history of Maryland football. A great accolade for him. But then you got Hakeem, who a versatile defensive back, kind of a Swiss Army knife, can play nickel, can play safety, has played some corner right down from Bowie. I think you transferred up to St. Francis after your sophomore year, correct?
Junior year.
After his junior year. So I had an opportunity to transfer up after being down here playing, and two talented guys that are going to be able to add tremendous value to a young defense.
Zion, as a young kid, when you were playing football as maybe 8, 9, 10 years old, did you ever dream that you would be the biggest recruit in the history of the University of Maryland football program, the highest recruit?
I never had that thought in my mind. I could never grasp it or imagine it. But, you know, it happened, and I'm definitely grateful and blessed to be in this position.
But you obviously worked your tail off to get to where you are now, and the best is yet to come.
Of course, of course.
I heard a great story because having recruited him and talking to his mom, it was almost like you remember the first time you showed your mom that you were the #1 recruit in the country.
Yeah.
So mom doesn't follow football like that, and she wasn't a huge football fan, other than it kept him busy. And I think after your junior year, you showed her or sent her a text that showed that she saw that her son is the #1 ranked player in the country, and she had no idea. Talk about how mom felt after seeing that and the way it happened. Talk about that story.
Yeah, kind of like you said it. I kind of just showed her on a random day because she would kind of get mad at me for leaving the house all the time and going to practice. She don't know I'm going to practice, but I'm going to play football, and I just had to sit down and show her my phone like I'm the #1 player in the country, mom. You feel me? And she was very shocked. She didn't know how to feel because she don't really know much about football at the time. She was still learning, and after that, it just went up. She started to get interested. She started coming to my games. She started talking to people, and
now she's a football mom, huh?
Yeah, now she learned a little bit more about football and the business side of it too. So
Got it. And now she knows you're the best in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the recruiting process for both of you guys had to be pretty tough because you were recruited by South Carolina and Auburn, and Alabama wanted you, and Georgia said, come play with us. Ohio State said, hey, come up to Columbus. You want to go to Oregon? You don't want to go way up there, Oregon. No, Penn State. All these guys are after you. So what is the difference between what Coach Locksley sold you and what these other schools are?
It's not really a difference in what they saw in me. It's kind of how I felt. Where I felt my heart just led me to Maryland. Out of all those big schools, you got to think like we're still playing the same people. Like if you want to say Ohio State, Penn State, we're still in the same conferences, and we're gonna play that team. I'd rather play them to be on their team. You feel me? So that's the type of time I'm a competitor, so I want to play against the best. I don't got to be on the best team, but I'm gonna play against the best always.
Love it, Hakeem. Let me ask you something. You made the decision to transfer up to St. Francis, one because of the opportunity that St. Francis presents you. Talk about what it was like playing on a team that finished #1 in the country.
It was just a great experience, like that's the main reason why I came up there. I want to be part of something great, it's a blessing, for sure a blessing. That's probably the best team I've ever been on in my sports career. So, we put a lot of work in. It was the hardest off season, I would say, my high school career, and it paid off, and I'm just really glad it did.
Where did you play your youth football at?
I didn't play youth football. That's funny.
Basketball guy.
Yeah, I played basketball. I started basketball 6th grade, 8th grade year. I was playing with
Did you jack them pretty good?
Yeah, that was I could get a bucket. I ain't gonna lie. That was, hey,
you were a defensive guy, right?
Yeah, of course. That's why corner is so easy. I had that intensity on both sides of the court, but I was definitely talented. I had the moves.
So did you find out after playing some basketball and some different positions in football, defensive back is where you belong and you like it the most?
Yeah, it was. One day I was just with my friends. They be playing football, and then they was playing 7-on-7, like Allen Pond and Bowie, if you know where that's at. And then it was just like my 8th grade year, and then I was just playing with them, and then I was playing receiver and DB. I wasn't really doing much, but it was just fun, man, just having fun on the field. And then it was like, yeah, there's something I want to do.
What's the biggest thing, Zion, you're looking forward to bringing to Maryland? Everybody talks about what we offer and give you guys. What are you looking forward to bringing to Maryland football?
What I'm looking forward to bringing is a community, just bringing them together, and just to make big plays on the big stage for the team.
Love it.
How did St. Francis prepare you, Hakeem, to play at the next level now?
I would say it just got my body right. Not just, but for sure got my body right. Got me, used to what this college room is going to be like, so I could be prepared to come on the field when needed. And also just telling me, how football is a game of numbers, and it's about X's and O's, and just teaching me the basis of football.
And you will find that the University of Maryland has a tremendous coaching staff that you'll be working with.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So speaking of numbers, I looked at your signing day today, and there was how many guys actually ended up signing with college football programs today from St. Francis? I mean, the chairs went across the floor.
Looked like 10 guys sitting up there.
Like 17. We actually had 16 D1 players signed today.
Wow.
St. Francis.
16 Division I players.
He's got a
Coach Masai is killing
yeah,
it up there.
I know.
Man. Number one team in the country. I think they're playing for a national championship here next week with an
December 10th.
opportunity to create value for their St. Francis program on the way out, man. What a great group.
Well, guys, it's great to have you here at the University of Maryland. I know how much you're going to enjoy it. The coaching staff, Coach Locksley, playing in the Big Ten, the toughest conference in the country. But like you said, Zion, you don't have to be the best. I want to beat the best.
Yes, sir.
And that's what you guys are going to do. Great to have you here with us, and welcome to Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Okay, buddy. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
You bet. Our pleasure. Zion Ely, Hakeem Satterwhite, a couple of guys up there from St. Francis in Baltimore. We'll come back with more from Grill Marks on our recruiting special tonight on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
All right, team, listen up. There's a national blood shortage. Big Ten schools, how do we get students, fans, alumni to donate? Hit me. Oh. Give them merch. Not quite like that. Who can beat it? Chance of the President's Suite? Classy. Campus concert. Keep the ideas coming, team. Don't let your school get one up. Save lives and help win your school $1 million. Hey, whose hand is that?
From quote to cleanup, we move fast. Call Thompson Creek and get new windows in 2 weeks, roofing in 3 days, siding in 1 week, and gutters in just 48 hours. We cut out the middleman to give you better prices and faster service, because your home improvement project shouldn't take months. Skip the wait. Call now and get a free quote. And now, for a limited time, it's our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on everything. There's never been a better time to buy.
Home, sweet Thompson Creek.
All right, Terps, this year I want to see every Maryland student, alumni, and fan roll up their sleeves and give blood. Go to big10.org/Abbott and let's show the Big Ten what it means to fear the turtle.
There are a lot of myths out there about how the Maryland lottery works. Playing the lottery responsibly means knowing what's true and what's not. The facts are, all games have similar odds. You should never try to recover losses by taking more risks. And you shouldn't play the lottery when you're feeling stressed. But the biggest fact is, you should always play responsibly.